in topic 5, we are only doing 5-4 and 5-5. That's all we're doing. Okay? It's just what I'm choosing to do. I've consulted some other geometry teachers and things in earlier 5. It's one of those things that are nice to know, but not ultimately detrimental to you if you don't know. And they're not things you're going to remember. Does that make sense? Like, you'll remember them for the test, but they're not something that you would use forever. Put your mask on. Okay. The other thing is I need at least a quarter, guys, because we need to review factoring and all that kind of stuff from Algebra 1 that probably didn't stick as well as it should have because you didn't get it long enough. Does that make sense? So we need to go back and be able to get some Algebra 1 so we can use it for what next year? Algebra 2. Okay, so we're going to spend a lot of time. Fourth quarter is basically going to be algebra again, but it's going to be the algebra that you missed out on practicing and missed out on when we were out of school.
Wait, third
so,
or fourth?
Fourth. Third, we might get into it, but definitely fourth will be because there's some things that you guys have to have, and you didn't. I think it was introduced to you, but you didn't have time to practice it, so you even remember how to do it. Does that make sense? So. I'm really impressed. You guys have done. We've kept up on where we need to be, and so we're just going to keep going at the pace we're going to get through everything. So topic 4 is inequalities in one triangle. So you need to really think about what I'm saying here. We're going to look at the if. If A and B is bigger than A. These are lowercase, so what am I talking about? Angles or sides? Sides. So if if side B is bigger than side A, okay, then that means that angle B is bigger than angle A. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. It would have to be, yes. So when one angle is larger than another angle, then the side is larger than the other. The largest angle is across from the longest side. So that means the shortest side is across from the what angle? Smallest angle. I know, we did shortest, but it's not shortest. Okay, but we just did the converse. So it says if two sides of a triangle are not congruent, then the larger angle lies opposite the longest side. Now, could I replace that with the smallest angle lies across from the shortest side? Could I replace it with that? Yeah. Could I write the medium angle is across from the medium side or the middle side or whatever you want to say? That's how it works. That's it. But is that something that can help me label triangles? Yeah. It can help me label it. So right here it says to support a triangular piece of a float, a brace is placed at the largest angle and a guide wire is placed at the smallest angle. Which angle is the largest and which angle is the smallest? So largest and smallest. So your picture's kind of little, but I think you can still see it. So I have 10, 13, and 12. What is the largest angle?
13.
C. 13 is not an angle.
Oh.
Angle C would be my largest because it's across from my what? Longest side. Yes? Okay. So angle C. What is my smallest?
B. It would be A.
It'd be B.
A.
It is B. Why is it B?
Because 10 is smaller than 12.
Because 10 is smaller than 12. Okay, so angle B.
So you just go by the numbers?
Yep. The smallest side, the shortest side is across from the smallest angle. Always. The longest side is always across from the largest angle. So let's put these angles in order. From smallest to biggest. Smallest Two biggest. Pick what? Angle B, angle A, and angle C. Because that's the shortest to longest side lengths, correct? Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, so try the next one. You have a garden, and I want to know the largest angle and the smallest angle. That's 8, 10, and 14 if you can't read it, if you want to write it bigger. 8, 10, and 14. It's hard to tell on my computer how small it's going to be. When I read it, I'm like, 8's kind of hard to read. 10 and 14 are good, right? Okay, so what's the largest angle? E, D, or F? What? E, why E? Because it's across from the longest side.
I keep
What?
writing the
I got that
numbers
wrong.
on the things, not the.
I keep thinking it's
Where?
F.
Okay, it crossed. Because we name angles and
What do you
sides
mean it
across
crossed?
from each. Crossed. Let me do it in blue. Across. So angle E is with 14. Angle F is with 10. And angle D is with
Oh, okay.
8. Draw those arrows if you need them so you can see that.
I can't draw those on the picture because I can't see it.
Do it. Well, look at your very top picture.
Try a pen.
Yeah, do it in pen. Or look at the very top picture. See that? Angle A, side A. Everyone see this? Angle A, side A. Angle B, side what? B. They're always opposite. Always. Okay, so Desiree, what's the smallest angle? D or F? D. Because it's across from the 8. Make sense, everyone? Okay, the converse of the opposite angle opposite side theorem. Now, I'm going to tell you, I just made up that name because the book just names it like 5.1 theorem or something, or 5.10 theorem. I'm like, that means nothing, right? So we're angle opposite side theorem. So now the last one we said the larger angle lies opposite the longer side. Now we're going to take the side and switch it. That's it. So if two angles of a triangle are not congruent, then the
Small.
longer side lies opposite the largest angle. Now, Carly said she was going to say smallest or shortest and smallest. Does that still apply?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the book we do them most often in terms of largest and longest. But does it work to put shortest and smallest also?
Yes.
So on these examples, we want which side is the longest and which side is shortest. So we're going to have longest and shortest. Well, to know that, I've got to have all three angles, yes?
Yeah.
So how am I going to find K?
You gotta remember to subtract by 180.
Okay, so I'm going to have 180 minus 102? No, 112. So I get 8. 7 minus 1 is 6?
Yeah.
68? So now I have 68. So I need, to get the longest side, I need the what angle? Largest angle. Cole?
So, the largest side would be ML.
Or LM. Alphabetical order, right?
Yeah.
And don't forget your
How's
7.
that LM?
Because the biggest angle is 68. What's the side across from 68? LM.
I don't get it.
Okay, 1. I want the shortest side. I want the shortest side, so that means I want the smallest angle. Which one is these? Is the smallest angle?
50.
50. So across from 50 is what side?
KM.
KM.
Does it matter what order it goes?
Oh, I
It's-
get it now.
Alphabetical. Alphabetical. Tyson, did you have a question or did you want to answer it?
What if I don't know my alphabet?
Figure it out. Okay. So, next one, what do I need to figure out first?
Out of the-
Add them up, subtract. So, you tell me what the next angle is. Layden, what's the next angle?
Well, see, you're gonna add those two together.
Yeah, everybody's already doing that.
Yeah.
Can I say it?
Get that out of your ear.
It's not even on. I just
Okay, I don't care. Out of your ear. And put that on. What is it?
57 degrees.
57 degrees. Everyone else get 57 degrees?
Yeah.
Okay. So the longest, Carly,
Is 65.
well, that's the largest.
so
So the
it's
longest
OP.
is OP. Good job. Don't forget your bar. And shortest, Tyson,
N with NP.
NP, because it's across from there, right?
Sure.
Are we getting it now, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, we were trying to make that really hard, and it's not hard, is it?
Terrible.
Easy.
Okay. The triangle inequality theorem. So this is where you were doing our straws. Remember we talked about our straws yesterday and we figured out that the two sides had to add up bigger than the other side, right? Okay, so here's my picture of A, B, and C. So what it means is A plus B has to be bigger, or A plus B has to be bigger than what?
C.
C. And A plus C has to be bigger than B. And B plus C has to be bigger than A. Now yesterday you were trying to tell me just bigger than the biggest side. Nope. I have to be able to do it with all 3 sides. Make sense? So over here it says the sum of the lengths. No angles. Because we know angles, right? Lengths of any 2 sides of a triangle is greater than the lengths of the 3rd side. And we saw that with your straws yesterday, didn't we? You guys moved it around and saw that I couldn't make, when I had a 2 and a 3, I couldn't put that with 6, could I? So I have to have those. So how we're going to use it is, which of the following sets of segments could be used to make a triangle?
Oh,
Couldn't we use?
Well, we got to add them,
18.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 18 plus 19 has to be bigger than 40. Is it?
No.
What's 18 plus 19?
It's 37.
37. Is 37 greater than 40?
No.
No, so I don't even have to keep going, do I? If it was, do I have to check the other sets?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to check all of them. But once I hit one that doesn't work, I'm done. So can I use these to make a
No.
triangle? Nope. Not a triangle. Okay, so now what am I going to do over here?
You're gonna have
The same
33
thing.
and 37.
Okay, so I'm going to have 33 plus 37 has to be bigger than
66.
66. So that's
70.
10,
70.
that's 70. So is that bigger than
Yeah.
66?
Yes.
Okay, so I need to go to another one.
You can obviously tell.
No,
everything
you
bigger
have to
now.
check all three.
Would it be 66 plus 37?
66 plus 37
Is it
has to be bigger than,
70.
no,
Yeah.
66.
no,
Wow.
6
Bigger than 33.
bigger than the
Oh
other
my
side, so
God.
33.
Is it?
Obviously, is this bigger than 33?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Yes. Oh, you don't believe it? So let's add it. So we get 103. Okay, what's the third one that I have to do?
33 plus 36. 66, I mean.
66 plus 33. Again, we know it's going to be bigger than 37 because I'm adding 66, right?
Why do we have to do it then?
Because you do. Okay, so is this a triangle? Yes. It's a triangle. Okay. Some of them aren't going to be that obvious.
Most of them.
You only have like 2 or 3.
So all.
Okay. Could these be a triangle? So you guys check.
Does it matter which
Yes.
one we add?
Yes. it's
Well, you
fine.
have to add all 3. You have to do all 3 inequalities.
Yes.
So like 16 plus 39 out of those two.
Yep, you have to do 16 plus 39, and it has to be bigger than 28. You have to do 16 plus 28, and that's be.
Yes, you can make a triangle.
So do it, do the work, and show me. Prove it to me, Kyson. Waste more time than it would take to do it, Kyson. Do the problem. So Connor, how did you prove it to me?
I added 16 plus 28 first.
Okay, so 16 plus 28 has to be bigger than
39.
39. And so I get 44.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
Should
you.
there be 2 problems for this one, or how many problems should there be in total?
3.
3.
So would I have to add 39 to 28?
You gotta
Yep.
go all of them.
You just gotta keep mixing them up. So I get 7, so I get 67. 67 greater than 16? Yep. And what's the last one I gotta do?
39 plus 16.
39 plus 16 has to be bigger than
28.
28. So is it a triangle?
Yes.
Yes.
This ain't too bad.
No. Okay. Triangle. A triangle has side lengths of 11 and 16. Okay. The other side has a possible range. We need to figure out what that range is. So a range is going to be an inequality, right? So from like 6 to 20 or something like that. And we had 3 inequalities we had to set up, right? Because we had to do all 3 sides. So we know that the third side is, we're going to say the third side equals x, okay? So that's x. The third side is x. We don't know it. So we're going to have to prove, we have to show, and we have to make what? 11 plus 16 bigger than x? Actually, can we erase that? I want to do that one last. Okay. So I'm going to have 11 plus x has to be bigger than 16, yes? Yeah. And then I know that 16 plus x has to be bigger than what? 11. And I know that 11 plus 16 has to be bigger than So I have all those, and we're gonna practice solving inequalities, and I do those exactly the same as equations, right? Except if I multiply or divide by a negative, what do I do to the sign? I flip it, right? So, but everything else is the same. So how would I solve 11 plus x equals 16? Or not equal. So subtract 11. So x has to be bigger than
5.
5.
So would that be your answer then?
No, we got to keep going. We got to solve all these.
Oh, okay. So
Okay. Now, since 16 is bigger than 11,
it'd be
is any positive number I put in there going to work?
no. Yeah.
Yeah, any positive number I put in there is going to work, right? So this one is true
How's that true?
for
Wouldn't it be a negative?
all positives. Okay, now wait a second. Are side lengths ever negative?
No.
Is the side of a triangle ever negative? No. So this is true for all positive. That's a plus. Can we write out positive?
No.
Okay. Everyone get how this is true for every positive number? Okay. Now I come over here. So 11 plus 16 is 27. So that means that 27 is bigger than x? Yeah? So we have that x is smaller than 27 because it's close to x, correct? But x is bigger than what? 5. So we're going to write that as in a compound inequality. So 5 is less than x, but x is less than 27. So if I draw a number line so you can see, here's 5, here's 5, and here's
Do we have to draw
27.
that line?
No, I'm doing it so you can see. Oops. I can't be 5. That should be an open circle. You guys remember open closed circles?
No. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
If it's not equal to, it's an open circle, correct?
Or if it's negative or positive. Oh, I read that.
Okay. So this isn't equal to, is it? It just has to be bigger than 5. So at 5 would be an open circle, and at 27 would be an open circle. And can I pick any number in between there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could I pick 5.1?
Yep.
Yeah, because it's bigger than 5. Could I put 5.000001?
Yes.
Yes, because it's bigger than 5, right? So any number between those two would work.
So then if it's negative, you put.
We
Well-
can't have a negative. We can't have negative side lengths. Can't have negative measurements. Okay, so we're going to do it again. We're going to do one more. So I give you 30 inches and 50 inches. Oh wait, did the last one have a label we needed to use? Centimeters, so we need to put centimeters here, yeah? I forgot my label. Okay, so we have a triangle now with 30 inches and 50 inches. So I have to set up how many inequalities? 3. Always start with the smaller one, it's easier that way. So again, the third side, we're going to make it equal to x. So 30 plus x has to be bigger than what?
50.
50. What's my next one?
50 plus x bigger than 30.
And then
And 50 plus 30 has to be bigger than
so you do it. 20 and 80?
Yeah.
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 So X lies somewhere between 20 inches and,
38, 80,
80
inches.
inches.
I mean,
okay, can it be 20 inches?
No.
No.
No, because that's equal and that won't work, will it? Can it be 80?
No.
No.
Too big.
Can it be 83?
No.
So that's it for today.
Jeez, that was easy.
We don't
Probably
have
not
homework.
too-
Miss Nick, do you still have glue sticks?
Yes, I do.